freaking groups already.
Hold on, and we're live!
And lit!
And lit! We are lit, fam. I have a ring light now. So we're hashtag lit.
We're hashtag lit.
As the kids say. Give me 1 second as I just put the link to our show.
I've just been sharing this everywhere.
I'm just putting the link to our show on our Instagram.
For once, she's the one that's on her phone, and I'm not.
It's true.
Hello! Welcome to Catt Kristen. My name is Tomcat.
And my name is Shut Up Kristen.
And together we make Catt Kristen.
Wow, I'm shook. You did the intro.
I did.
I'm so proud.
Are you, though?
I am.
Oh, I'm so honored.
That's it. We're on. That's it. That's the show.
That's the show.
That's it.
All it was just moments leading up to me doing the intro.
Correct, indeed. Hello. How was your week?
Oh, man.
Never mind. Moving on.
Was it three photo shoots that I had? No, 3 gatherings that I went to, 2 of which were cosplay related.
Yeah.
And I was living.
Yes, I was going to go to the cosplayers getting coffee, shout out to them, cosplay picnic on Saturday, and I was just too overwhelmed with work stuff to go. Because I was in the city on Friday and on Sunday, and so I was like, going into the city from Long Island again on Saturday, I was like, I can't do it. So I hope anybody that went to the cosplay picnic for cosplayers getting coffee had a good time.
That's just exhausting.
Indeed. But yeah, what a time. What a week. It feels like it's been a long time since our last show, but it was just a week ago.
Well, that's because of how many things that we were actually doing.
All the things.
I was actually, I think this past Thursday,
Yeah.
I was at an event for Winthrop Hospital. It was a black and white gala, ball gowns, all that fun stuff, and it was Gatsby themed. And
my favorite. I'm a 1920. I should have been born in the 1920s. And
I shouldn't have.
I should have been. Listen. I should have been born in the 1920s, danced on a bunch of pianos, and then died by the Great Depression. That's it. And here we would have been. I hope what past life. I hope past lives are real, just so that I could have been a flapper in a past life.
I'm sure you were.
That's it. Dancing on a piano like nobody's business.
And I'm sure you died of tuberculosis like most other ones did during that time.
Probably. But I looked cute doing it. But I flapped around. In a good way.
In a very good way. I flopped around. I didn't flap around. I flopped around.
Not true. You look great.
As Flapper Ursula, my costume.
Yeah.
I did not make my costume. It was made by Yiko's Castle. You can follow her on Instagram. That's her thing. She made me the costume. I did hair and makeup. Which is what we're talking about today.
Whoa! Did anybody catch that segue? Wow. I'm looking for it.
I mean, it's there somewhere.
It's somewhere.
And then, this past Saturday? I know it was a day that I had. No, it was Sunday. I, donned my iconic, as it's been called, Arkham City Catwoman cosplay and, had a photo shoot. And again, did makeup for it.
And I will preface this episode, guys, by this is by far, for me, I think my least strength in the cosplay community.
Oh, nonsense. You're
Hair and makeup. I don't, wigs are not my, wigs
Your armor Dorothy Gale, though, was on point, though.
Thank you, thanks.
Did you do the wig for that?
Yeah, I did the wig for that, and I also did the makeup for that, which was a very good time, and that went well. But on a whole, for me, the makeup experience is always very much winging it, and there have been plenty of times in my personal life even where makeup has not gone well. Mm-hmm. And I certainly am not someone that can style wigs well, mm-hmm. that can style. I'm definitely someone that would like to learn more about that, but honestly, it's not my strength yet. Honestly,
it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, totally.
It takes a lot of practice.
It's a whole other art.
I mean, I, as someone, and mind you, we're just prefacing this by saying it is very similar to our last episode where we're just going to talk about the basics of what one needs.
Totally.
These are not necessities unless you feel that they are.
Yep.
For me, they are necessities.
Yep, totally. Let me pull up our little list.
Yeah, we've got a little list.
We've got a little list.
But yeah. A lot of it is just guess and check, testing. I think for a grand total of 2 cosplays, I had to do a makeup test for.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm sort of notorious for is like never. I did a makeup test for Mifa, and I was very proud of myself for that.
Mm-hmm.
That I did a makeup test for, and I was like, ooh, we did it, and that was it. And then we moved forward.
Speaking of puns, Cat winging it. Cat winging it.
Alana, Leilani, you are the Hawaiian princess we all deserve. We don't deserve you.
The Hawaiian princess we don't deserve.
We don't deserve. We don't deserve Alana Leilani. We just don't. How dare you?
Never have, never will.
Never will. But yes. So, where to begin?
Let's start with wigs because that list is much shorter.
It's much shorter. It's much shorter.
When you are purchasing a wig,
Yep.
I mean, for cosplayers, you have Arda. You have Wigs is Fashion.
Epic Cosplay Wigs
You
is
have
also a
Epic
good one.
Cosplay Wigs. You have cosplay wigs.
Yep.
There are some people that get very lucky with Amazon and eBay.
I have before. I've
know
gotten
that
really lucky sometimes.
a number of my wigs were heat-resistant eBay wigs, and they have served me very well.
Totally.
And then I learned the joys of Arda and Wigs is Fashion.
Absolutely.
And I mean, nothing beats a quality lace front.
No, it's totally true. Wigs are like, for me, a necessary evil of cosplay. I personally just
Makeup for me.
I hate wearing wigs, but like they're such a like key component of pulling a cosplay together for me. Like when you put on that wig and you already have the rest of the costume and the makeup on. It just makes it. And so, like, again, necessary evil. But for me, that also now means, like, buying a wig that, like, is super comfortable and adjustable is really, that's, like, number one for me. Because the biggest thing for me is that a lot of wigs give me migraines. And, like, that's not a fun con experience. So something we didn't also list on this this list, Advil. Take Advil before you put on the wig. Do it.
Take Beano before and they'll Beano gas.
Preventative. Or a shot. Do a shot. Take a shot.
I'd much rather take a shot than take an Advil.
Ugh.
Taking a leave!
Taking a leave.
Taking a leave.
But yeah, and Allie says, this is why I was so happy to use my real hair for Ray. It was the best feeling ever. Yeah, if I can use my real hair for a cosplay, dear Lord, what a wonderful world.
I know exactly how you both feel. I'm not salty. I'm not salty at all.
Batman? Catwoman? Raven?
Those are cowls.
I know.
Raven!
No,
I will say though, Raven, I did not wear a wig.
Don't at me.
I didn't.
Don't at me. I know your Instagram well enough.
She's adding me right now.
I am. It's true.
No, there was once upon a time when I actually did use my real hair before it decided to, ghost on me.
Eee! So yeah. The essentials for wigs.
Wig brush,
Yeah.
vital.
Yes.
Sometimes if you get the right one from eBay, they'll sometimes send you a little gifty.
Totally.
I personally use a wide-toothed wooden one.
Yeah.
Wide-toothed wood, just something that won't get stuck in the fibers of the wig.
Yeah.
And when you have long, cheaply made wigs,
Yeah.
they can be quite a problem.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. My Ghastly wig, the black Ghastly wig that everyone's so obsessed with. So many people love that wig. That
it's a good wig. Yeah, it's
and
a
my
good wig.
Flapper Ursula one got a lot of compliments. It's just there's so many fibers that the comb gets stuck in.
Totally.
Where it's just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna worry about brushing it anymore, and I'm just gonna zhuzh it up and be done with it.
Yep. Totally.
They are pretty necessary. If I'm not mistaken, you can also use a certain type of wig detangler.
Yeah.
And that definitely helps.
And they do sell products that are like specifically.
They sell wig product.
Which is like there are like sprays, there are actual like kind of liquids.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can get for that sort of stuff. I feel like I'm the only person who doesn't really love Arda. I don't find them to be that much superior to eBay wigs to justify the cost. I will agree with you to a degree. Like the perfect example for me, the wig that I just bought my second of one of these wigs, very simply because I've worn it like many times over the last 2 years. Is their classic Venus wig, which is what I use for Mars. For me, like a wig that is really long, the particular color of that wig and just the fullness of that wig, I feel like that's the thing that can get lost in longer wigs, is that fullness. You start to get volume. Strands and volume. And I appreciate that Arda wigs do have a lot of volume, and so I think that they're worth the investment for that sort of wig. I think if you're going for like a shorter, like shoulder length wig, though, I think that you can get away with an Amazon or eBay, definitely.
Does fabric softener really help to detangle wigs? It's a process.
Yeah. Yes.
I am Aurora Monroe uni. She uses fabric softener and steam.
Yeah.
And she does that to make her wigs. She uses it to sort of clean her wig. She uses it to detangle her wig. She uses it to make her wig softer and to also smell nicer.
Right.
And also fabric softener, if you use it correctly enough, gets rid of the intense shine that a lot of Amazon and eBay wigs use.
I was going to say that is the other thing about Arda. Their wigs really don't have that shine quality. They're a lot more matte for the most part.
Also, I want to point out Ikari's comment, Mane and Spray is a godsend.
It is. I use that when my Venus wig was on its like final, at KatsuCon, it was on its final legs.
On its last legs.
It was on its last legs. I was using Mane and Spray. God bless for my friend Ashley. Like, I was sitting in the hotel room drenching that wig in Mane and Spray, and that really made all the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So those would be, I mean, there are a multitude of venues that you can actually, like, get a wig at.
Totally.
Something that's also important to have is a wig stand.
Yep.
Getting those foam heads at Sally's, 25, however many cents, however many dollars.
Totally.
Worth it.
Yep, they sell them at Michael's now. They're at Joann's.
Yep.
They're at it's totally worth it. You will slowly build a collection in your home that makes it look like you're maybe a serial killer. However, it's a great time. Or like you're in Westworld. Oh, it's so relevant to Westworld now. I'm so sorry. I want to make
just
everything
take
relevant.
The conversation from makeup to Westworld.
I want to make everything into Westworld now. But yes, definitely invest in the wig stand or the mannequin heads. Super important for transportation of the wigs, for storage of the wigs, maintaining your wig. Like, if you don't maintain your wig well and then you're complaining about it not lasting, that's on you. That's on you.
No, that's true.
And I'm guilty of it too. I'm like, sometimes after a con, I'm like, oh, I'll just throw it and I'll take care of it later.
Literally, even before when I'm choosing my wigs, I don't have them on wig stands.
No.
I literally have them in plastic bags with the paper that is inside them.
Yep.
Little bit of air in the plastic bag in a giant bag of wigs.
Yep. Yeah, totally.
And I'll just sometimes just dig through that and.
It's important to have though if you have a like super styled wig. That's where it makes a difference. That's where it makes a difference.
Like a lot of drag queens have those mountainous wigs, and those are usually on at least some type of stand.
If you got a Sailor Moon wig going on, it should be on a stand.
Yes.
You got anything that needs styling, put it on that stand.
Unless, of course, the style is just to be bedhead. Like my Ursula, as a matter of fact.
Me. I call this look the Kristen didn't want to blow dry her hair last night after she got out of the shower.
Did you take it off the wig stand, though?
I didn't.
No, of course not.
I didn't. Anyway.
Wig caps are also pretty important if you have a lot of hair. I don't.
My hair is very thick. It's extraordinarily thick. Wig caps are super important.
One of the things that a lot of people do is, and it depends on how you do it, when you put the wig cap on, if it has that opening, pull your hair through it.
Yeah. And
then wrap it around and then bobby pin it.
Yep.
And then put the wig over that.
Yeah.
Some people can do that.
Yep.
Others who have very, very long hair, I don't know how they hide it.
Yeah, no. And I tend to not do that. I tend to braid my hair and then pin it up. I tend to go for that because otherwise I have a lot of hair. It's layered. It falls all over the place. That's just, and that
Sometimes
for me is,
a lot of people,
yeah.
They'll style their hair, like they'll do either the Princess Leia buns,
Yep.
or they'll curl up one area, curl up another area,
Pin curls.
then do the bobby pins, and then pull the wig cap over that, then the wig. It's one of the benefits of going bald.
It's the worst. I for one, it's always a different experience. Sometimes I braid it. Sometimes I literally throw it into a ponytail and then flatten it with the wig cap and then whatever. For me, it's all about distributing the weight of my hair because,
yes,
frankly, it is because that's what's then gonna
because you
contribute.
have so much of it.
Yeah, that's what's gonna contribute to like if I get a headache or not. So I tend to like try and alleviate that weight. And distribute that. But yeah, wig caps are essential. And that's another good thing though. Most of the time when you order a wig from a company, they'll send wig caps. Yeah, they usually throw in a wig cap.
Sidebar. I went to a local Halloween shop. I think this was like my first ever my first ever New York Comic Con when I did Ursula and Cruella.
Right.
And I purchased the $3 wig cap. I go to open the package. Wig cap's not in it. I was like, fuck it.
Fine, whatever.
I don't care. Pull it on over my head and be done with it.
That's funny.
What's happening in the comment section? Allie has a lot of hair, but it's thin. I do a French braid, then I pin. Yeah. Just anything where you can sort of MacGyver your hair to where it's comfortable for you to wear the wig.
Totally.
Braids or twists always help Nadell.
Yep.
Because if I don't, there's no way the wig cap and wig will sit properly on my head.
That's another thing. Yeah, same. If I put the ponytail too high up, then there's a bump underneath my wig.
Yeah. Yep. Which actually brings us to our next vital piece, and that's scrunchies.
Yeah.
Scrunchies and bobby pins are pretty important when it comes to wigs.
I never go to a con without literally a brand new pack of scrunchies.
And you'll use all of them.
Especially because I know my hair too, and I know that like sometimes I break these all the time. I break these constantly.
Part of me was literally waiting for you to break that on camera. Don't!
I'm kidding. It's always when it's the worst possible time. Like when I'm at jujitsu and I'm mid-rolling with someone, I'm like, oh no! And then like I have nothing to do and I have to sit out.
I feel it snapping!
It's snapping! It's going! And then all the men look at me and they're like, yo, bro. And I'm like, sup. It's a good time.
Just like that. Just like that.
Yeah, scrunchies are vital. Bobby pins also vital. Yeah, just buy them. Buy them. They're inexpensive.
CVS has them by the bushel.
Exactly. That's get yourself a bushel and a peck. A bushel and a peck.
And a hug around the neck.
Except don't, because that's super weird.
I wouldn't want a bushel and a peck around my neck.
Or a hug around my neck, to be honest.
I want a hug around my neck.
You'd be getting choked.
You know what they say.
Depends.
Yes. Accurate.
Okay.
Best way to hold a man is in your arms.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Lace front glue. Lace front glue. I use Prozaid. Prozaid is a little on the expensive side. Mm-hmm. Goes on really, really beautifully.
Yeah.
Dries clear. Shit don't move for nothing. You could also use Prozaid for, and we'll talk about this in makeup, you can use Prozaid to like glue rhinestones to your face, rhinestones to your body, pasties. A lot of drag queens, burlesque performers, they all use Prozaid for something.
They glue the pasties?
Sometimes they glue the pasties.
Ow. I just felt that.
It's not like you're getting your tits waxed.
Sounds like it to me.
Well, it's not.
All right.
A little bit of alcohol comes right off.
I don't believe that at all.
She is never going to put pasties on ever.
No, I'll put pasties on, but I ain't going to glue them on. Seems expensive to me.
But yes, lace front...
Weather?
We're going to create a compilation video of the amount of times I have slipped on my words.
Yes, lace front glue is a good thing. You can also just get it on Amazon cheaply, which is what I've done in the past. There are lots of things That's it. Double-sided tape can help with lace front wigs. That's totally fair. There are some really strong ones out there. Yes, I know a lot of friends that use double-sided tape for lace fronts.
And pasties.
And pasties. That sounds better than the glue. Okay? That sounds more manageable than the glue.
And
Listen, everybody's got different sizes. And I'm just saying that, like, depending, that sounds like it could be a real pain in the ass.
A pain in the tits.
It's a pain in the tits.
It's a pain in the tits.
Right in the tits.
Oh, thank God I don't have to worry about any of that.
I'm just imagine the sound of a Band-Aid ripping. That's what I'm imagining.
Ow!
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But you use the alcohol on
it's
it.
only going to help to the... Listen, alcohol can only solve so many problems, okay?
I quietly disagree.
We will have to discuss this off camera and get you somewhere.
Get me to AA.
AA. Get you to a meeting. What brand of double-sided tape would you recommend?
Fashion tape.
Yes, fashion tape.
Fashion tape.
Fashion tape.
Fashion tape.
Fashion tape?
Mm-hmm.
Tape of fashion.
Did we say fashion tape?
Nip tape?
I mean, no, they also do make nip tape.
That's true.
I would not recommend Scotch brand.
No.
I would recommend something that was specifically designed for that.
Yes, for that. No, definitely. And they sell fashion tape at Joann's. They sell it all over.
There was actually, and I sent this to a drag friend of mine.
Yeah.
That same company that makes the fashion tape also designs a little handy dandy bottle of spray that you could spray under your heels, and it numbs your foot. It numbs your foot so you can walk in heels for long periods of time.
Oh my God. Wow. That's the most brilliant and terrifying idea I've ever heard. I'll just fight the pain.
I was going to say I fight through it.
I just fight the pain. Side note about the pasties. Oh, thank you, Alana.
Thank you, Alana, please.
The method of adhesion depends on the skin type of each dancer. There are different methods. Double-sided or fashion tape, carpet tape, Prozaid, spirit gum, and some women even use nail glue. Okay, I'm shook.
The key is to use a Band-Aid over your nipple if you are sensitive.
Right.
One of the things that everyone constantly says, and we are now saying it too.
Yeah.
Test on a small bit of skin before you actually invest in the product.
Totally, yeah.
Whether you have it physically in person, if the place that you're buying it from online has a sample size, buy the sample size.
Totally.
Test your product.
Totally, yeah. Yep.
You will be very happy you did.
Yeah. Keep it on you for a good little while. See how it reacts and see how it reacts when you take it off.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed, seconded, and thirded.
Ugh. We use double-sided tape at work. Helps keep the inner socket attached to the outer socket. Yes, Walter, why you gotta do this to Tom? Why you gotta always get him in a flurry?
He always gives me the giggles.
It always gives me the gigs. So yes.
I mean, if he gave me the gigs.
All right.
I just sipped my tea. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
Oh my God.
He got hot. Leave me alone.
Are you done? You know, Tom, there is a God.
You know, Kristen, there is a God. And
he's very capable of getting you.
Oh boy.
Moving on right along.
Hairspray.
Hairspray forever until you're saying good morning, Baltimore. Every day's like an open door.
Don't take down the video for us singing Facebook.
Don't do it, Facebook.
Hairspray, Got to Be Glued.
Yes, Got to Be Glued is great.
Got to Be Glued is, oh my God almighty.
Yeah.
So many wigs have, like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yes.
In conclusion, yes.
Tom is never done.
No. Never done.
Oh, accurate statement.
Never
depending
done.
on the circumstances.
I mean, but I never am too, and you're always like, you done?
That was a very impressive impersonation.
You done?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Love you.
I love you too.
Not as much as I
do. Hairspray.
We're losing it today.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We're gone
today.
today.
Yes, we are. Today is just the day.
Good.
got to be very, very, very well-made
Totally.
hairspray for wigs.
Totally, yes.
You need something that'll handle synthetics. And
Yeah,
that is-
if when you're buying, specifically look for synthetics. As assuming that you're not using your natural hair. If you're using your natural hair, you know what works for your hair.
Suave.
But yes, exactly.
The big pink can.
Boom.
Everybody's mother had during the 80s
Yes,
and 90s.
Exactly. What hairspray was practically actually written about. So, practically. Yes. So, but make sure that you're looking for something that can handle synthetic fibers. Woo! Karen loves me.
I know she does. She loves you more than Meg. I understand. I'm hated by everybody.
You're not hated. I'm just loved more. It's not even true. Don't give me that look.
Did you ever know
That
you're my hero?
You're everything I wish I could be. Don't take it down, Facebook. Don't take it down, Facebook.
Please, kids. Please, kids.
We are all over the place.
We are.
Okay, we're getting back on track. Curlers.
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 Always important when you buy a curler for the intent on using it on wigs.
Yes.
Be careful of the heat settings.
Yep, totally.
Because there are some wigs that are not heat sensitive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That aren't heat resistant.
Yes. Yeah.
And they will melt.
Yep.
And create a gigantic mess that you don't want to clean up.
Yep.
One of the things that I used was, I think, created by Ribble.
Mm-hmm.
Rimmel. I think it was Ribble.
Weather.
It was created by Rimmel. It's velvet heat curlers.
Yeah. Yep.
And those are what I use.
Yep, I know a lot of people that use that. Yep, totally.
It's boil method. Alana, please elaborate for us so we can discuss it ad nauseum.
I've heard of the boil method before, but I don't know what it entirely entails. Please let us know.
No,
I'm super
I'm
intrigued.
genuinely
Okay, while we
intrigued.
wait for Alana to explain. Yes, so curlers, just make sure, again, you're working with synthetic fibers here.
Test
it out. Test it out. And really pay attention. Like, if you're unsure if a wig that you're buying from a company is heat resistant or not, you got to message them. Send them an email. They'll know immediately if it is or not.
Or spray the fuck out of your curl you want and use your curl holder. Yes, that too also works.
Amazing. Great.
Okay, Alana is giving us the lowdown on boiling the wigs.
You curl a wig with bobby pins and curlers, then you dip it in boiling water several times, then run it through cool water. I don't know if that's it. I think that might be it.
No, I think that might be it.
Rock on. Let it dry, then remove the bobby pins.
Naturally, if a wig is soaking wet, you'll
Wear
let it dry.
Wear it to a con immediately. Say it is Ariel cosplay and her getting out of the water. Of her just coming out of the water and then whip it all around. That's it.
She whipped her hair back and forth.
It's true. Cool. Thank you, Alana.
That is an excellent idea. Thank
awesome.
You for that.
Thank you. Great. Into it.
Curlers, bobby pins. As we've mentioned before, bobby pins are
vital.
I still have my Endora wig was nothing but bobby pins. Nothing but bobby pins.
The remarkable thing about me is I'm so used to having to put so many bobby pins in my hair now that I sometimes am genuinely surprised when I still am taking them out and I'm like, oh, this really was a lot, because it doesn't feel like I'm putting a lot in anymore because I'm just so used to it. And then I take it out and I'm like, oh, there's a sink full of bobby pins. We could swim in that. That's a Lego's worst nightmare. Oh, and Alana provided a link in the description. So anybody that wants to check that out, thank you, Alana. You rock. Yes. So those are the essentials to styling your wigs. If you're
you could also do extensions. You can also do all that sort of fun stuff. But that's for more advanced situations.
Yeah.
Another thing that sort of falls under advanced situations and scenarios is scissors and sewing machines.
Yes.
A lot of people will sometimes cut their wigs and sew other wigs on top of that wig to create wefts and just to create a more fuller wig, a larger wig, to sort of create a bigger style. Juice Skellington actually did that with his Ursula cosplay.
Oh, did he?
He sewed, I think, like 2 or 3 wigs together to create that mile-high white bouffant.
That's what everybody does for
And
Meg.
Yes.
Meg.
A
She's
lot
like
of
3
people do that
wigs.
for Meg.
She's usually like 3 wigs.
I believe it.
I love her so much.
It takes a lot to
Yeah.
style a wig correctly.
Totally.
And we will probably have, like, tutorials in the future.
I would love to learn more, so I would adore if we had somebody, especially where like they do like wig commissions or something, come on here and like really show us like a really good basic
No, I agree.
tutorial. I would love that because that's again, this is where I do not excel.
One of the things that Kristen had suggested to me was, while I was sitting here, was, why didn't I just bring my makeup and do a makeup tutorial here? And as much as I would love to do that, I'd much rather talk about makeup than apply it.
Yes, indeed.
But there will be in the future an episode where I will do my makeup.
I suggested that he do a tutorial in which he turns me into Ursula.
And then she will turn me into Ariel.
Exactly. That will just consist of me spraying water on him.
Literally.
That's it. Listen.
Just that with the
all
red
of
wig.
you have been asking for a soaking wet Tom. So
Walter specifically.
Walter specifically. We love you, Walter.
Oh, heavens.
I did that with Starfire 80s, but I used a blade, not scissors, extensions, and hand-curled dat wig.
I think she means 80s Starfire.
Yes, Starfire 80s. I get it. Like 80s Starfire.
Yes.
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 I get it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Weather.
Here we go.
All right. Karen, I love you. So yes, all good things. Walter has reacted.
Of course he has. Why wouldn't he?
Wonderful. Yeah, that's all of the, and if you're using your normal hair, blow dryer, curling iron, that all those sorts of things are a good thing to have around, definitely.
Agreed.
Yes. So that kind of covers.
That wraps up wigs pretty succinctly. If there is anything else that you would want us to add,
totally,
and talk about, we will discuss it
in a future episode.
In a future episode, yes.
Yeah. Yes. And then moving on to the, I was
makeup.
like, what? I was like, what device are you touching?
Makeup.
Okay, great.
Makeup.
Something again that Kristen doesn't know a lot about.
Makeup, like with wigs, is a learning process.
Yes.
I have looked at pictures of myself when I first started doing drag compared to now.
Yep.
And the difference is staggering.
Yeah.
Like,
you learn more. It's like anything in cosplay.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like anything. Yeah, you learn more, you do more, etc. Like, I remember, that's the one thing that I will say is when I realized that I like really need to do at least like try with my makeup a little bit was looking at my initial pictures and being like, why don't I look for myself? Why don't I look as polished as these other cosplayers? And I was like, oh, well, it's because in their photos, they are wearing stage makeup essentially. And I'm like, I wasn't wearing like stage makeup. That's it.
Well, when it comes to cosplay makeup, it runs sort of in the same vein as high fashion beauty makeup, TV makeup, theater makeup.
Yep.
Those are it usually falls into that sort of same category, especially for heavy duty shit.
Yep, totally.
When I first started, I lived and breathed Ben Nye.
Yes, yeah. that was what I was taught in college for theater makeup.
Ben Nye and Mayron are two incredibly, incredibly good.
Mayron is what I used for Mifa.
Good. They're good for those that don't need an immense amount of coverage.
Yeah, yes.
They get the job done.
Totally.
But when you look back at pictures after using different product, you'll start to see, oh, it only works for X, Y, and Z.
Yes, totally.
Not for this. Basics of beauty makeup would be foundation, concealer, contour, highlight, primer, shadows, lipsticks, just the basic stuff that you would find at any normal drugstore.
Yes.
In reference to cosplay and drag, you're gonna need something a little heavier.
Yeah, and you're gonna want to heighten that stuff just a little bit. Like, it might look a little strange to you, but like on camera and from far away for other people, it's gonna like really up the ante.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you want that kind of heightened look.
For specific makeups and for specific characters, I would highly recommend checking out different drag queens doing their makeup because you will learn quite a bit.
Yeah.
my makeup usually goes color corrector to block out all this blue, then my foundation, then my contour, then, well, highlight and contour I usually do interchangeably. Then powder, then eyes, then lips, then lashes, then blush, and then setting spray.
I'm laughing only because my process is literally like foundation, highlight, eyeshadow, eyeliner if I'm feeling cool, mascara, and a finishing powder. Perhaps blush because I'm pale as fuck. But like I never contour, never concealer, I never any of that sort of stuff. And that's just out of like that I've never been that like I don't wear makeup on a general basis. So like I also don't practice in my like day to day, like which for females at the very least a lot of women do on the day to day, and that's also how they learn and then can heighten it. But for me, I'm super nah. No, I'm like throwing some mascara and a lipstick and call it a day.
I've been there.
That's it.
My makeup literally started as boy in a dress, and now I've graduated to mom in a dress.
Exactly. It's great. Wonderful.
Yep. Specific types of makeup brands, they vary from person to person.
Yeah.
Some people choose Ben Nye, some people choose Mayron, some people choose Revlon, Maybelline. There are so many makeup brands.
Yep.
For me personally, my face will forever be covered in Kryolan TV paint stick.
Yeah, Kryolan is great.
Kryolan, the paint sticks are a little on the pricey side, but the coverage, the blendability, and the product that you can literally use this much and it goes everywhere.
Right.
That's generally what I usually use for my face.
Yep.
When it comes to eyeshadows, lipsticks, find what works for you.
Totally.
Some people will do really high end. They'll do MAC. They'll do Sephora. Some people just use the stuff you find in drugstores, and it works just as fine, if not better sometimes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I tend to go I really like, for me, what gives me really good coverage is ColourPop. ColourPop works really well for me there.
Lime Crime.
Lime Crime's more expensive than ColourPop, definitely. I don't love supporting Jeffree Star, but a lot of people will do Jeffree Star.
His liquid lipsticks aren't that bad.
No. Yeah, no.
We will say this. His makeup quality is not bad.
Yeah, no. He just as a person is not. I'm in like a love-hate relationship with him right now. I really enjoy his YouTube videos, but I also know that he's been a real trash person in the past, and this is something that I've been having to grapple with in myself. Mm-hmm. This is like the ongoing conversation that we've had before of like, well, when do you eventually then forgive somebody?
No, it's true.
And so that's my current plight. That's my current plight.
Alana actually made a very good point. Cruelty-free is the way to be.
Totally fair. Yes, absolutely. And all of the ColourPop products that I use are cruelty-free. Also, actually, I will say, just as an aside, ColourPop highlighters, I don't know a lot about a lot, but anytime that I wear a ColourPop highlighter in a photo shoot and anything, I get tons of comments about the highlighter and the coverage. I would just really recommend the highlight from ColourPop.
I unfortunately my highlight's been complimented when I do my makeup, but I don't wear highlighter. My skin just gets that oily.
But slaying. Maybe it's Maybelline or maybe it's just Tom.
Maybe it's just me.
It's just the cat. It's Mama Cat. That's it. But yeah, I really recommend them. I really like them.
Yes, ColourPop also has very, very good makeup. Sugar Pill, another good makeup brand.
Yep.
Sometimes the stuff that you don't see in Sephora or MAC are oftentimes better.
Yep. Just because they don't carry the brand name doesn't mean that they're not quality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, it's just the pigmentation of the eyeshadows or the pigmentation of the different types of products that you're wearing.
Totally. Yep. Read reviews. Look online. See what's in your price range.
We've said it in different videos. Google is your friend.
Totally. And even we didn't talk about it with wigs, but Googling stuff with wigs too. If you have a character in mind and you really are not sure what direction that you should be taking the wig in, Google it. I'm sure that someone has a recommendation. I'm sure that someone can do something. Yeah.
Key point here.
Yeah.
If you see someone that has done the cosplay you are interested in, don't be afraid to reach out to them and ask them what they use.
Yeah, politely.
Some people...
Yeah.
Yes, politeness is very important.
Yeah, not like
some
tell
people,
me what you used right now.
No, exactly.
Which some people will do.
Some people will not divulge their secrets because of X, Y, and Z. That's their choice.
Yeah.
Try and see if you could find somebody else to talk to.
Totally. Yeah.
Try and see. Voices.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's how a community gets formed.
Yep.
Talking to people.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed.
What's happening in the... A lot of comments. A lot of comments happening. Alana, Shiro Cosmetics and Geek Chic Cosmetics are amazing and have high opacity and are also cruelty-free. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I just love makeup. Me too! Please!
Same.
The more you talk, the better.
And Walter said, I used Miron for Crash Bandicoot. I didn't even do a test run, just winged it. Literally decided the week before that I was going to do Crash.
Thank God for Amazon Prime.
And that's literally how I decided on them for MIFA as well. And I have to say, it did a great job for me. All I needed was red on top, white on bottom.
Period, the end.
And done. And it was a great product, and I would recommend it. It wasn't like super inexpensive, but it was inexpensive enough that I felt good about it. Like,
agreed.
Yeah. So.
There was actually another comment in there that I wanted to read. Maybe I'll go into our video.
Let's see. You want me to scroll up?
Yes, please. I think a Will had made a comment. Vamp.
Vamping.
Thank you. I'm like... No, did you get to Will's... This is where we're at right now.
This
kids.
is it. This is where we're at.
This is literally where we're at right now.
I'm literally the child from Finding Nemo. That's where we're at. That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Ma'am.
Just don't give me anything.
Ma'am, milady.
Will's comment. I am here for this. I just finished doing the Addis only at school. I had to do my own lurch makeup. How do I take these new theater skills to cosplay? Practice.
Practice, totally.
Practice.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep, absolutely.
I thought that was going to be a more involved comment. It wasn't.
You dedicated a lot of time.
I did. Pull up the list, please.
Wonderful. Great.
Stop adding me.
I must continue
of
to add
course.
you.
Primer, concealer, foundation, contour, highlight, eyeshadows, lipstick, eyeliner, lashes. I prefer, when it comes to my lashes, Ardell. Ardell makes a lot of quality. I know, honey. I know. You're still loved regardless.
Thank you. I'm just, my eyelashes, they speak for themselves. And also, I can't apply the glue. So.
She just can't do it.
I can't do it. Know your strengths.
It took me.
Know your strengths, kids.
Keep on keeping on, darling.
Keep on keeping on until
the best you can.
Keep on keeping on until you say, "Fuck it, I'm a unicorn."
Ardell, I usually use with my eyelashes. Ardell glue.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a duo is also a great. I think Ardell Duo is the same thing. What's happening?
Will, I wanted to warn you, it wasn't worth it. You know, Will.
Will?
There is a God.
Will, you're late to the goddamn party. Here I am, spending God knows how much time on this nonsense.
Last week's episode was so polished, and this week's episode...
This week's episode
like,
is...
Oh, we're loopy, fam. We're loopy.
We are loopy today.
I'll spray myself with some magical girl spray.
I think what Kristen is trying to get at when it comes to eyelashes is that...
It's hard.
It's complicated, which, to a degree, I understand. When you're putting on eyelashes...
Yes.
Thin layer. Thin, not a lot at all.
Yeah, I know.
There are also magnetic eyelashes out now, too.
I heard that. Yeah, no, I've heard about that. There are a bunch of... I have to try a lot of life hacks, essentially. What I was going to say, what I can't do about the glue, I just tend to, when I'm applying them, I end up, like, just, like, in general missing, and then the glue gets, like, you know, stuck on my lashes. It's hard to then get off. I end up always... I've tried many, many times before to do the thing. And, like, in my experience, I just have always either, like... gotten to the point where the lashes are on, but they're too long and I don't know how to cut them properly or like, or what the right shape they should be. I just, in general, lashes have never been something that's been like super easy to me or like even manageable at all. And so at some point or another, I just decided, fuck it. Cause it just was not working.
It wasn't
for
working
me.
for you.
And I like found myself continually buying the lashes and then just struggling the whole time with getting them on.
Again, I mean, most of what we're talking about when it comes to hair and makeup is practice.
Yeah, totally.
I know that some of us just won't do test runs because they feel they can do it, but sometimes it can't hurt to test what you want your look to look like.
Yeah.
Just food for thought.
He's saying, do the thing, kids. Do the thing. Get off your lazy asses. He's adding me.
There's nothing wrong with applying makeup, checking yourself in the mirror, doing your wig, checking yourself in the mirror constantly.
You're going to have to check yourself.
Be a vain son of a bitch. That's all I'm saying. Just be vain for 2 seconds.
You'll always be the clouds in my coffee, okay? You'll always be the clouds in my coffee.
Oh, dear.
I'm Mary. And then you can't recreate it the day of, lol.
No, it's true.
Accurate.
No, it's true. It's quite accurate.
Okay, what else is there?
Setting spray. Well, just the stuff that we are talking about when it comes to eyeshadows, lipsticks, it varies from person to person. Some lipsticks are incredibly oily and they'll bleed out. Mm-hmm. Some lipsticks you'll need a lip liner for.
Totally.
It, again, varies.
Yeah.
What is important, however, is your setting sprays and your setting powders.
Yeah.
Because that's what locks in what you're doing.
I actually have setting powder. I have nothing in my life, but I have setting powder.
I don't have a lot.
I don't have a lot
but I
in
have
terms of makeup,
powder.
but Ipsy gave me setting powder once, and I've kept on to it. And primer. They gave me primer once.
Ipsy, really?
Yeah.
What was the brand?
It's like eyeshadow primer. And not like full face primer, but eyeshadow. I think they gave me NYX.
Okay.
I think it was NYX. I really like it. It's nice.
Again, drugstore makeup is oftentimes worth it.
Yep, indeed.
Not that I'm shitting on it at all, but
no.
Sometimes there are times when you try the drugstore makeup and it's what you pay for.
It's what you paid for. Totally. Yeah, absolutely. The pigmentation is not that great. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, setting sprays and setting powders. One of my setting powders is Kryolan. It is Dermablend, not Dermablend. But it is the setting powder that Kryolan does make. I have another setting powder that's made by either NYX or Maybelline. Mm-hmm. Works just as well. For a while, that Ben Nye Banana Yellow powder was really big. Really? Because of the Kardashians.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Because they applied it in up here, and it sort of like blended everything out. Well, I mean, it looks really polished. I mean, they have the money to have the quality. So
I know.
It makes sense.
Are you a fan of the Kardashians?
Not in the slightest.
Really? Mm-mm. I recently have decided I don't hate them. I recently have decided that I respect...
I have been compared to Chris enough times to know that... See, she gets it now.
Oh no, it's so true! No, I actually really like that. I'm just going to do a quick side tangent because I've decided that I'm done with people hating on them. They're very successful businesswomen that turned like a very minor thing in their lives to a huge thing and are like fucking very successful people. I just don't, and I respect that they're all siblings and they have no problem just walking around in like bras all the time near one another. I just like their openness. I like it. I'm jealous.
You want to see openness? Watch a couple of episodes of Dynasty.
Yeah. Anyway, that was Kardashian Corner for a second. I'm done hating the Kardashians.
And Corner, you best believe, is spelled with a K.
Yep. Kylie Corner.
Oh, please. Ikari says...
Yes. You're so vain.
Yes.
You probably think the song is about you.
I am so vain.
So vain.
I do think the song is about me. Alana also suggests what might help you in the future is that her eye shade doesn't go well with lashes. If I put them where I'm supposed to, I just look sleepy and you can't see most of my eye. But if I'm going to wear lashes, I put a thicker line of eyeliner than usual, then put my fake lashes higher than my real ones. A lot of drag queens actually use that trick, and it works.
Rock on.
And I find that works. I then use mascara to curl my real lashes upwards, and I find that works much better for me than trying to get them on my lash line. However, I don't wear lashes often because I generally don't like them.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point that I have, like, sort of reached with them.
Eyelashes become preference after a while.
Yeah, totally. And, like, would I like them every once in a while to up my game? Totally. But on a general note, like, usually, like, I don't look at pictures and I'm like, I wish my eyes looked bigger. I'm like, nah, they cool.
Sometimes the best way to make your eyes look bigger, black eyeliner under your eye, and then white eyeliner.
White eyeliner. Yeah, that I actually do know. That trick I do know.
Lucille Ball did that for you.
Yes, exactly. That's literally why I know it. Oh, we're friends. We're friends.
We're people.
We're people.
Oh, we're people.
We're people. Vita Vegemin. Vita Vegemin.
Vita Vegemin.
Vita Vegemin. Vita Vitamin. Vita Vegemin.
Well, I'm your Vita Vigivat girl. Are you tired, run down, Liz? Do you poop out at parties?
Yeah. Have you ever watched the BuzzFeed video where they gave people the alcohol content that Lucille Ball would have had in that? I'm going to send you the video. It's really hilarious.
Please do.
I would say what you want about BuzzFeed, but that was a crucial video to my life. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, this is hilarious. I wonder what they put in 24-hour tattoo eyeshadow that makes it stay. Because that stays on me, but with concealer or foundation, that stuff sweats off of my face.
The 24-hour tattoo eyeshadow is basically a cream eyeshadow.
Okay.
But it's a much thicker formula than regular cream eyeshadow.
Okay.
I've used that with Ursula. I've used that with... most recently I had a little bit of silver going on in my eyes when I did Flapper Ursula. Mm-hmm. I just seem to use it when I do Ursula for some ungodly reason. Yeah. But it has very good staying power because it is, I think, a thicker formula than what regular cream eyeshadows are made from.
Okay.
Also, be very careful with liquid lipsticks and liquid eyeshadows. They can tend to run if you don't either properly set them or what have you.
Yep, totally. Absolutely. Yeah. Agreed.
But yeah, also when putting on tattoo eyeshadow, it's always important to remember what you have on under that. Because if you have on a very, very waxy or a very, very melty foundation or concealer, it'll either start running or just melt completely.
This all makes me think of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Which I will be cosplaying soon.
Eee! If I had room, I would have thrown my leg up. I just want you to know.
I know.
Thank you. Good.
She still made the E, which means in a way she's the flying monkey.
Eee! I mean, listen. I've done Warrior Dorothy. I'm done now. I can be the flying monkey.
She can be the flying monkey.
That, or I want to be like badass Glinda. Or just regular Glinda, like original giant.
Ball gown,
Glinda.
Billy Burke Glinda.
That's it.
Oof. A lot of tulle.
A lot of tool.
A lot of tool. A lot of organza.
You're gonna need a whole toolbox for that.
Pull up the list, Kristen.
Was that too screwy?
The squeaking chair really sets off the mood.
Ugh, it really put a wrench in that one.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Pulling up the list. You get to spend time with me. That's enough.
Oh, where would we be without the other?
Weather.
Second
Makeup
time
remover.
Just
as a quick.
Makeup remover, vital.
Yes.
Vital.
Whether it's a cream or wipes, whatever Lord you pray to.
Years ago, it was cold cream.
Yep, yeah.
I do this. I don't recommend it. Whenever I'm done with my makeup, I will use regular soap and water.
Soap and water, yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It will destroy a lot of the natural oils in your face.
Yeah.
What I started doing is wash my face, then moisturize.
Yeah, yep.
Moisturizers are very, very, very important because that's what they're there for. They're there to moisturize and soften and replenish the chemicals and the oils in
Yeah.
your face.
The thing that's changed the game for me, I always swore by makeup wipes because, again, I don't wear a lot of makeup, and so makeup wipes were sustainable. And so I use Burt's Bees natural makeup wipes. But the game changer for me now has been, and I was like so shocked at how much better it made my cosplay weekend, is I now use 9 to 5 cleanser from Lush, which is just a liquid cleanser you rub all over your face. I cannot believe how much a little bit of that gets it all away from your face. It also continues to moisturize your face as you're doing that. And then I follow it up with some sort of moisturizer afterwards. But I was like really taken aback. Yes. What?
Alana's comment. Did you say pass out in your con makeup? Because I heard pass out in your hotel bed and leave an imprint of your face in the hotel pillow.
Me, though. Me. The amount of times that I have just decided that I do not give a fuck. Like, it's crazy.
It reaches a point where you just stop caring.
Yeah.
And you're just so exhausted that you just...
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people that also use, after they wash their face, they use coconut oil to also get it. Whatever works for your skin. Test it out.
I am an old woman.
Yes.
Surprise.
Yep.
I use Albolene.
Mom! Mom!
I'm sorry. It worked for me when I did my makeup, when I did my theater makeup course, and then it's worked for me.
Yeah.
So that's usually what I do. When I wash all of my face off, I use a little bit of Albolene. It really, really, really softens my face, moisturizes everything, and then it also destroys whatever dirt is left on my face.
Yeah, that's what I like about 9 to 5 as well. So that's just personal choice.
Hair and makeup, a lot of products. The world is your oyster.
It is true.
The world is your oyster. We are at the hour mark.
We are. We are at the hour mark. We did it. Deliriously, we did it.
Was there anything? I know that there was a couple of other things on the list.
I think eyebrow pencil, brushes. Make sure you bring brushes of various sizes for different things.
Always important to remember that when you are doing your makeup, to darken your eyebrows. There have been times when I've done my makeup and I completely and totally forgot that I almost blanked them out.
Yep.
As a drag performer, sometimes glue sticks are needed.
Yep, totally.
Out eyebrows.
Yep.
I am of the drag mindset that I will use my natural brows because mama ain't got time for that.
Accurate, and also you got them brows though.
I do have very good.
You got them brows.
I do have.
You had an advantage. You got.
I do. They're just naturally high up,
which it makes for great glaring.
It does. My resting bitch face is pretty superb.
Mine are just like cartoon characters. That's it. Mine are just cartoon characters. I haven't gotten them done in forever, so they're out of control right now. I actually have to get them done this week. I have to get mine done this week because I have a wedding this weekend. So this is going to be my week of like catching up on like stuff Kristen should have done.
Oh my God.
I got my hair cut this past weekend. I was like, finally, the dead hair is gone.
When I did Flapper Ursula, can I tell you the amount of work that I had to do?
Yeah.
Because I hadn't tweezed my eyebrows in almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I had to pluck.
Kristen hasn't gotten her eyebrows done in 6 months. Here we are. But you also have the definitive. You have the signature eyebrow.
Yeah. That's me. Any hoozle. No, I'm not salty that she doesn't have to tweeze her eyebrows for 6 months.
I mean, they don't look great. But...
If I don't tweeze my eyebrows for 6 months, I end up with caterpillars on my eyes.
Well, there it is.
Rude. Anyway.
See you in hell.
What are you talking about? We're riding together.
That's what I'm saying. See you there. We going.
Please check the comments.
I am, yeah. No. Not Amazon. Not Amazon. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
How do glue sticks help with eyebrows? You want to explain?
Okay. Here's how it works. What I recommend for blocking out your eyebrows is very, very, very simple. Mm-hmm. You get an eyebrow brush.
Yeah.
Or you get a mascara brush. Yep. Either one works.
Yep.
Brush your eyebrows up.
Yep.
Glue that shit down.
Yep.
Some drag queens, myself included, will just put that shit directly over there. Go this way, that way, up, down. Smooth it out with your finger. Let it dry. Continue repeat the
Yeah.
process.
Rinse and repeat.
Brush them up, glue them down, let them dry a little bit. But this time, wait a little bit of a shorter amount of time. Powder over the eyebrow. Once the powder is on, it should block them out completely.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's done, then you do your foundation, your concealer, your contour, your highlight, and then the rest of your face.
And Alana did a good job of answering your question, which was you use them to cover up the eyebrows to lay them flat so you can repaint them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So after you've done all of that, you can...
You can then repaint them.
Yeah.
Which most queens do once everything else is on. Like, usually the eyebrows and the eyes
is a last step.
Usually the last step.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going to admit something to you all. I have not yet mastered the eyebrow. I've mastered the natural brows.
Right. Yes.
But I have not done the whole painting shtick.
Yep.
I do not know how to map out my eyes. I don't know how to map that out. I literally just go by my natural bone structure, which is one of the reasons why I look like my mother.
Christy Lynn is good at that. Christy Lynn knows how to do that. She does all the cross-playing stuff, so she's like a master at that stuff. It's crazy.
Yep. And again,
crazy.
Practice.
Yeah, definitely.
That song from the Swan Princess just echoes in my mind.
I have got to cosplay her.
Yes, you do. I would love to cosplay as the prince's mother.
Amazing. And on that day, they made a bond.
That they would do the thing. Princess Odette and her mother-in-law.
Who's the swan? Who gets to be the swan?
Pick!
I just use really bright eyeshadow to match my eyebrows. Yeah, I never do anything particularly...
Sometimes for coloring eyebrows, you can do water and eyeshadow.
Yep. Totally. I've used in the past for Venusaur, I bought a eyeliner that happened to be in the exact color of my wig, and I just honestly I applied it on and then sort of blended it as well with a brush.
You know, we put eyebrow pencils. You could honestly use a lip liner for your eyebrows.
Totally. It's very DIY. It's very pick your poison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could literally use anything for a multitude of other scents. Lipstick you can use for blush.
Yeah.
I know some queens use lipstick as a color corrector.
Totally. Yeah.
You could do eyeshadows for blush. You can do
eyeshadows for highlight.
Just play in the dirt.
The
play in the
world
colorful
is
dirt.
your oyster.
Play in the colorful dirt. I said that right. Colorful dirt. Stop adding me.
Weather.
What's more on this list?
I think that's really it.
Moisturizer, eyebrow pencil, eyelash curler. For putting on eyelashes, usually it's easier to have a curled eyelash, so you can just put it right on top and blend that shit in.
Yeah.
But
otherwise, I think that's probably...
I think that about wraps up the conversation on the basics of hair and makeup.
Yeah.
As we've said with our previous video, YouTube, Google, they are your friends. I personally recommend for different types of drag makeup tutorials, WoW Presents. They've done a lot. They've taken also Cosmopolitan Queen. They take a lot of drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race naturally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though I don't think that should be a standard for drag. It could still be very useful for those that are wanting to learn, and to also sometimes it's very stimulating to watch a person put on their makeup.
Fair. I
roomed with very, very straight men.
Yes.
They were fascinated by me doing my makeup.
Yeah, yeah. I'm fascinated by people doing their makeup. I'm like, you have a skill that I yet know not of.
And one day I will do a makeup tutorial on here. Probably either just basic drag makeup for me or what have you. And again, you will see the process by which I will just not give a fuck.
Accurate. True.
And that's about it. So, it is time for our Cosplayer of the Week.
Cosplayer of the Week!
And, we were thinking about...
people that would really fit
this build. And we do. I know a lot of drag performers, and I know a lot of drag cosplay people. But this time...
Yeah!
We're turning the knob a little bit.
Yes!
where we're not going to pick a drag queen.
No.
We're going to do a drag king.
Yes.
To sort of follow the fold of the whole, gender spectrum that we have.
Yes.
And our cosplay of the week is Garfield Galaxy.
Yes.
She goes by
they, whatever. Megan. Yeah.
Megan. Megan goes by Meggieman on Instagram.
Yeah.
They're Robbie Rotten. They're
Beetlejuice.
They're Beetlejuice. They're Beast Boy. Just
watching them continue to grow with. We didn't even talk about special effects makeup or anything or prosthetics in this episode because that really is like a whole other thing. But like the amount I've roomed with them before, and quite frankly, it's astonishing seeing the process from A to Z. Like it's mind blowing. They are mind blowing. Megan, you're mind blowing. I cannot. If you go and check their Instagram, it's everything. I'm
also really proud of them.
Yes, I know. Same.
They've come such a long way.
Same. Yeah. Agreed.
But yes, if you'd like to follow them on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken,
Meggieman
on I think both Instagram and
who else? What else? Garfield Galaxy
on Instagram as well.
Yes.
They also do art.
Yeah.
Strongly advise checking that out.
If you actually head over to, this is not a thing. If you head over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ShutUpKristen, and you watch any one of my videos, at the very end, at the outro, there's a drawing of my dog, Max, done by Megan. Thank you, Megan. Megan did a really adorable rendering of my dog.
She doodled a fabulous rendition of me as Pikachu.
Yes, so good.
And just such a talent.
Yes.
Such a talent.
Yeah, very talented artist. Just like one of those things, and what I love about them is they're so casual about all of it, not seeking a ton of attention for it, not seeking a ton of just very clearly does it because they love it. And I love that. I love that. It's so clear in the work. It's just so clear in the work. I love. Yeah, so proud.
Our cosplayer of the week was much more polished than the entirety of the rest of the episode.
Accurate! So accurate. It hurts.
My Lord.
It hurts. Thank you for staying tuned with us.
Thank you for sticking around with us for an entire hour and 15.
This one was a journey.
Choices were made.
Choices were made. If you want to follow us on Instagram, we're Catt and Kristen. On Facebook, facebook.com/Catt and Kristen. Share this video, please.
Share.
You guys did such a great job last week of sharing it. There were 14 or 15 shares on last week's, and if you guys could do that again.
And they weren't all done explicitly by me.
No, it's usually us. Thank you guys so much, and we would really appreciate if you share this with your friends. Let them know about the page. Let other people know about us.
Tag them in the comments.
Tell them to start
watching.
And if you want to find me on social media, I'm Shut Up Kristen, pretty much on everywhere. Instagram, again, YouTube. I actually just released a new series on my YouTube channel starting this week, where every single week it's every single week. It's called Fansplaining, and I'm talking about, for the next couple of weeks, Westworld, but I'm going to be reviewing and reacting and analyzing to a bunch of different TV shows and movies. Right now, though, because I'm obsessed with Westworld, it's going to be every Monday reacting to Westworld.
I'm so disappointed. Things aren't good, huh?
Deep analysis. 21 minutes of analysis of an hour 16 of Westworld.
I, too, will be releasing my new show.
Yes.
Where I'll be discussing the Golden Girls until I just croak.
Until forever.
Until fervor.
Yep.
Your friends! See that? She did the joke twice.
Your friends! There we go.
Such much joy.
Amazing.
If you want to follow me, Tomcat Conmom on Facebook, the.tom.cat on Instagram, Tomcat Official on Twitter, Tomcat13 on YouTube,
Correct.
Tomcat Vero,
Great.
And if you have any suggestions for future episodes, if you want to see anybody, see anyone, I know that there was one individual who reached out to us, I think it was William, who wanted to be a guest on the
Yes.
show. We still have to figure out.
Still figuring it out.
It's another word ignoring you. It's just
No, we have to figure it takes the technical ability. Very clearly, we're not in a studio.
No.
So it takes some technical figuring out from us. So that is something that we are continuing to investigate. Our schedules are a little bit crazy right now, so it's kind of in the works. But believe us when we say we want guests on the show. So if you're interested in being a guest, please feel free to personally DM us or send us an email at cattandkristen@gmail.com. Don't just leave a comment here. Actually reach out to us. Because we love that so many of you want to be on, but we want to take those things seriously. So
wait, if you actually did a Golden Girl series, I would totally watch it.
Accurate. Rosewood. She's everything. That's it.
I may do it in BR the Drag. Why not?
Amazing. Great.
Who's your favorite Golden Girl?
That's it.
That's all.
I think that wraps it up.
That about wraps it up.
All right.
Ciao, meow for now, guys.
Mumbai, Dubai. Bye.